Ooh, number 3. Right, where is it? Ah, there. Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully, you guys are all doing a-okay. Big up to absolutely every one of you. And yeah, it's that time. So big up to everybody. Smash the likes, hit the subscribe button. I've put out 2 posts. One which was 6 days ago of the time recording this, and one that was 14 hours ago of the time of recording this. So I've asked for your questions. You guys have given me questions. Into the questions. Hopefully you guys going to enjoy. Okay, first question comes from, is it Brennan Crushing? I believe I say your name, mate. Can you continue the Bayern Munich FC25 manager career? Yes, 100%. We will be doing that in the near future. Just been busy, mate, to be honest with you. Just been busy. So thank you for your question, bro. And big up to you. Thank you. Then we got a question from Bayern Luck, who asks, who are your top 5 favorite Bayern players you've watched live? Now, this is an interesting one because obviously, you know, without a doubt, I would say Robben, I would say Ribery, Gerd Muller, this, so on and so forth. But I can't because I haven't watched those. So, top 5 players that I have watched would be Thomas Muller, number 1. Obviously, I'm seeing the back end of his career. Don't get it twisted. Manuel Neuer, number 2. Just generally zooming in on my phone screen. Obviously, I could see them in person, but zooming in on my phone screen and be able to see them with my eyes. Now you might not understand what I mean by that, but like with my eyes to the point where I'm like, holy F, that is such and such. And seeing them on the telly is one thing. You know what I mean? It's like watching an anime and then seeing them in real life. You know what I mean? It's just mad. It's generally insane to actually see these people, and you're like, whoa. Thomas Muller, Manuel Neuer, Jamal Musiala obviously has to be in there. Who else have I watched live? Alfonso, probably. He's really, really quick. And then I will go with Serge Gnabry. There we go. Thank you for your question, Barlock. Big up, big up, big up. Then we got a question from Blueberry GGHGO. I believe it's how you say your name. Thank you for the question, mate. And they asked, what's your expectations to Bayern in all competitions this year? Expectations are to win the league, to win the DFB Pokal, and see what we can do in the Champions League. But I need a double, and I'm expecting a double. Without a shadow of a doubt, if we don't win a double, I'm not going to be happy, because I feel like we should be going for the double, to be honest. And yeah, it's just one of those questions, to be honest with you, where it's like, you know what, we could actually win it, and why not win it? Obviously we should be going for everything every single year. Don't get it twisted, of course. But that's not always the case. You can't always get that, So it is what it is. But again, thank you for the question, bro. Again, win the league, win the DFB Pokal, and go for the Champions League as far as we can possibly go. Then we get a question from, is it Orinho, 8452, or formerly known as Ahmed. Big up to you, mate. Thank you for the question. And he says, how would you fix Bayern? Fixing Bayern's never going to be easy. But for me personally, let's just say that the manager has to stay. I think you just give Company whatever players he wants, whatever that is. So for me personally, I would go in and I would grab Jonathan Tah and Virgil van Dijk ASAP. You can play Stanisic at right back. You can play Ito at left back. So that's what I would do. Obviously get Jamal Musiala straight away, wrapped up on a brand new deal, of course. I would go and get another midfielder. I feel like we need another midfielder, so I would probably go and get in Tinia. I'd go and get him. Go and get Cavaskillia, get rid of the Three Stooges. Cavaskillia in there. Let the other lads, fight for their places. If they're good enough, cool. If they're not, we'll go and get someone else. So that's what I would do. Again, thank you for your question, bro. Big up to you. Next one, we get one from, is it Miguel Rodriguez? JY2XI. I probably butchered your name. I apologize. Do you think it's possible for Kane to have a bigger Bayern Munich legacy than Lewandowski? Generally speaking, no. I just don't think Kane has that many years left at Bayern, to the point where he can do anything like that. Don't get it twisted. Lewandowski won the sextuple with us. If you take away the sextuple, then maybe he could get close. Harry Kane is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful goal scorer, so on and so forth, but he can't touch Lewandowski for me, because he's not going to win a sextuple. He's not going to help us win that. I don't see us winning that. And hopefully Harry will be able to win us a Champions League, fingers crossed, and a couple of league titles and a couple Dear People Girls. But yeah, big up to you. Thank you for the question. Next question, we got one from, is it Nikhil? Not nice, 21. Sorry if I butchered your name. Who asked, who do you think we should consider for left back in the position if Davies leaves? No. Thank you, number one, for your question. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Smash the likes. To continue an answer, I don't think it should be if Davies leaves. I think it should be when Davies leaves. I like Kragzig. I like Asnu. I think they're both very, very young players, though. So maybe you get in a Messerstrat, maybe you get in a Raum, maybe you get in a Grimaldo, maybe you get, Ian Mattison hasn't been playing, I don't believe. Like, there's so many left backs out there. Theo Hernandez is another one. Just go and get one of them, mate, to be honest with you, or trust the youth. That's what I would personally say. Thank you for the question, bro. Then we get a question from Diara 3120. Do we really need Wirtz, or should we sign a defender? Number one, thank you for the question. Number two, to answer said question, we do need Wirtz. I feel like getting Wirtz on a 5-year deal is detrimental to the success of Bayern Munich. If that was to be the case and we were to get him in, I feel like we would be guaranteed to be pushing for most definitely the double every single year, with him and Jamal, but also maybe a Champions League, at least 2 Champions Leagues, maybe, depending on how it goes. So, yeah, I think it's detrimental that we have to go and get Wirtz. Real Madrid are sniffing, Man City is sniffing, all the clubs around the world will be sniffing at him, just like they are with Jamal. But yeah, I would love nothing more than to sign Wirtz, have him and Jamal play in one team, not just the national team. That would be brilliant, but we'll see what happens. We should sign a defender, and we will sign a defender, but if you're asking me Wirtz or a defender, I'm signing Wirtz. 100%. Next question is from Not This Jester. Big up to you, my bro. He said, when are we going to play ball? And like I said, bro, hit me up on the socials. I know you said that you don't use your socials, but if you hit me up on Instagram or whatever, we can exchange numbers, and then we can play some FC25. Big up. Next question comes from Bayern Supremacy. Or Bayern_supremacy. How did you start supporting FC Bayern? Now, straight away, a lot of people will already know this, but obviously there's new people coming in every single day. So straight away, the main one, he's behind me, Arjen Robben. Watching Arjen Robben made me fall in love with this football club. From Arjen Robben, then Neuer, Muller, David Alaba was one of my favorites. So when he left, it hurt. But as a whole, Arjen Robben was the guy. Seeing him miss a penalty. My first game was watching Bayern lose in the Allianz Arena. Obviously, at that time, I didn't know that was the case. I didn't know the Allianz Arena was a thing at that point, because I didn't understand. I was a wrestling child. Loved wrestling, WWE, John Cena, all of that. So, seeing that, and then watching the campaign next season and watching Robben, I was like, wow, You know what I mean? That's impressive. The fact that he would do the same thing over and over and over again, and still no one could stop it. So yeah, that is why I support Bayern. Thank you for the question. Next question is from Zia Talks himself. Big up to you, my bro, every single time. Love, no diddy in that. Do you have a crush on Liv Morgan? This guy's an idiot. How do you explain that? Do I think she's a really good-looking female? Yes. So do I have a crush? Yes, but not in that aspect. I'm happily in a relationship with my partner, who I've been in a relationship for 9 years. So, you know, I can appreciate a good-looking woman. That's what I will say. But I know why he's saying that. She's my favorite wrestler, so that's why he's saying that. But Zia will always be Zia. Really, Zia?
Well, I put one in slow. That work. That's a big right.
Yeah, let's continue. Thank you for the question, bro. Next question is from Ansar Kim 2226. Big up to you, my bro. If you were the Bayern manager, who would you bring in? Who would you get out? What would be your system, and what would be your ideas to help the club forward? Now, you've kind of hit me with 4 questions in one, bro. If I was Bayern manager, who would I bring in? Kvaratskhelia, Van Dijk, Jonathan Tah, Wirtz, and Vitinha. Now, that's a lot, don't get it twisted. Who I would get out? Serge Gnabry, Kingsley Coman, Sane, Goretzka, Alphonso Davies. So if you were to sell all of those, the likelihood is you're not going to be able to sell some of them. Kimmich as well. Sell all of those and go and get the players that I said. My system would be attack, bro. That's the best way. The best form of defense is attack. So it is what it is. So yeah, I'd be ruthless with everything as well, bro. Again, thank you for your question, my G. Right, next question is from TTV1155. Now he asks, what type of mental health do you struggle with? It's okay if you don't want to answer. Have a nice day. Number one, thank you for your question. Number two, I'll answer anything. I'm very transparent. The only things I don't answer and I will not answer is anything to do with my family, because I keep them offline. And nobody's asked this, but I will answer this anyway. The reason I keep them offline, the reason I don't want them online and everything like that, is generally because I picked to do this. I picked to expose myself to the football audiences and all of this and all of that. Some people might like me, some people might hate me, some people might think I'm an asshole, the cunt, a clown, whatever. That's cool, but I don't need to involve other people. It'll be the same with any other family, my brother, my mother, so on. I just don't involve people. I've got my friend on here, obviously Taylor. When he comes on, he's my school friend, and then I've obviously made friends along the way. No diddy in that. But yeah, on the mental health struggles, depression and anxiety is what I struggle with, mate. The depression is just low moods, being sad, so on and so forth. It's what it is. It's the same thing most people probably have. To be honest, I'm not special in any capability at all. So yeah, there's that. The anxiety, just bad thoughts, could come out of nowhere. Next minute, I've got chills at my back. I can't breathe. Having a panic attack, so on and so forth. So yeah, that would be the answer. The easiest thing to say to anybody that is struggling, if you are watching this, and it's easy to say it and not do, don't get it twisted, because I feel this myself, would personally be speak out. It's so easy to say speak out, but and I do this myself. I don't want to speak out. And I've been to therapy, and I've had a therapist and so on. And the reason I don't want to speak out is because then people look at you in a different way. Then people do this, then people do that. So, that's why I don't. But bottling it up does not help. I can tell you that firsthand. It does not help. It never will help. So if you are struggling, please talk to someone. There's helplines, your family. If you don't have a family, like I said, helplines, friends, people on the internet, so on. So yeah, that's generally that. Sorry for getting deep, but the question was there to be answered, and I answered it. So yeah, big up to you. Thank you for the question, bro. Then we get some questions from is it the Upsky? I believe is how you say your name. Where am I originally? Where you are from originally? I'm from the UK. I feel like I have Viking blood. Now I don't know where that is, if that's Danish or Swedish or whatever, but I definitely have something in me. My granddad definitely has said that before, that our line, our history and ancestry comes from the Vikings. So yeah, there's that. Which is your favorite Bayern player ever? Arjen Robben, without a doubt. What is your who is your role model of football? I don't really, I don't think I could generally say anyone, to be honest. I don't feel like I have a role model. I don't really look up to anyone like that, to be honest with you. But I guess I would have to, if you say you have to answer, Cristiano Ronaldo, I guess, just for the hard work, yeah, there's no talent here. I'm not talented. People might think I am. I don't know if you do or don't. But I'm not talented. I'm just a normal human being that loves Bayern Munich and wants to be the biggest channel on YouTube. Simple as that. There we go. Then, we got some more questions from Dopsy as well. Big up to you. Says, which Bayern player is your favorite right now? Jamal Musiala, without a doubt. Which Bayern player you love his character? Jamal Musiala is super humble, so I'd say him, to be honest. Which Bayern season is the best of all time, according to you? Well, I've never watched Gerd Muller or Beckenbauer or Sepp Maier or so on. So for me personally, the best season for me was 2013 when we won the treble, because that was my first ever season. But realistically, it would be the sextuple. 2020. Right, and then Dopsy's put some more questions in, so again, thank you very much. Who is the best Bayern coach ever? Jupankos for me, personally. Which Bayern game you never forget in your life? 110% the 2013 final. The fact that it was in the country that I live in makes me sad, but yeah, seeing Arjen Robben, my favorite player, win it in the end, the way he won it and everything, with Subotic earlier in that season taking the piss out of him and everything, Vidam going past them all, Ribery with the back heel, Arjen Robben, like, yeah, mate, that shit gives me chills. I can watch that video and I'd have goosebumps. It's mad. So yeah, thank you very much, mate. Who's the greatest greatest performance Bayern player ever you watched? So basically, it has to be Lewandowski's 5 goals in 9 minutes. Still don't understand how that was possible, to be honest. Against Wolfsburg as well, which is mad. Bayern jersey, your favorite of all time? Oh wow. I don't know. Probably the old one. I'll put it on the screen. Which year you become a Bayern fan and what was the reason behind it? Well, yeah, big up to everybody. Big up to you as well, bro. You do go on to say, hope you make the video, bro. I have made the video. Hopefully you're watching, and shout out to you for the question. I've already mentioned it. Arjen Robben was the reason why I become a Bayern Munich fan. Thank you for the questions, though. Thank you. Right, so then we've got some questions that I don't have a clue. So then we get a question from Madrid fan since 2006. What was your favorite ever Bayern game and least favorite Bayern game? Favorite Bayern game. I love the Leipzig game where Arjen Robben got the winner with the chip at the end. obviously, of course, I love the whole the game we had when we what's it call it? The obviously the final when we beat Dortmund, of course. Obviously, I love that game. Yeah. Least favorite game to come to mind. Obviously, getting beat by Barca this season was not nice. But probably my least favorite game. You know, a lot of people will say the Champions League final in 2012, but for me personally, I watched the game, but I wasn't a fan because I didn't understand it at that point. I became a fan after. So for me personally, probably most recent one that I can think of was the Mönchengladbach 5-0. They absolutely obliterated us and made us look stupid. So yeah, thank you for the question, bro. Then we get a question from, is it Adan Ma? Is that how you say your name? Sorry if I butchered it, bro. Did you always support Bayern or did you support someone else before them? Well, number one, thank you for the question. I dabbled with Manchester United just because of Taylor. You know, Taylor being my best friend, you know, again, like I said, I was a wrestling child. I didn't understand this and that. I didn't have a background in football, didn't do it as a young child, didn't have family members that cared about it that much. Both my granddads care about football, but it's more of a read the newspaper type. Oh, look this. Oh, look that. You know, a lot of them like to troll now. When I do see them, they're like, "Oh, I seen the Bayern lost," blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, thanks for that." But yeah, no, I dabbled with United for a bit, but then, you know, Bayern become my love and they've stayed there ever since. Then we get a question from Demon Time, TW2OZ. Thank you for the question. Yeah, what do you think about Tao's current situation? He's getting nearly zero playing time right now. Yeah, to be honest, I feel it's a bit of a shame. I feel like he deserves the minutes that he's going to get, but it is what it is. There's not much we can really do, to be honest, mate. So yeah, there's that. Thank you, bro. Then we get a question from Yes or Yi. It's Thomas. Is it ethically correct to hate watch Real Madrid? Yeah, why not hate watch Real Madrid? Why not? That's generally how I see it. And then the final question is from, is it Chris ABE 7128? Show your ultimate team, please. And I will. Thank you very much for the questions, people. Here is my ultimate team. Like so. That is my ultimate team. As you can see, it is on the web app. So I've got Neuer, I've got Gwyn, Kim, Ito, Davies, Tao, Stanway, Evo version of Olasey, Musiala, Skula, and Harry Kane. That is my team at the time of recording this. Things will probably change. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for the questions for this video. Hopefully you guys found out a bit about me that you wanted to know. If there's any other questions, leave it in there. Maybe we do another one of these specials, you know, in the future. But yeah, thank you so much for the constant support, my people. Muchly and greatly appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me. And hopefully you did enjoy and we can go from there. Till then.